Welcome back to Christian Music Central. I'm your host, Lucas Philip Howard, and I'm very honored and excited to be joined by Jordan and Owen of the Christian pop and EDM duo Believers. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here.
So, the first thing I'd like to ask is just kind of what got you guys started as musicians?
Oof.
I can go first, I
Go
guess.
ahead.
Oh yeah, just cut you off. Sick. I initially um like got into playing drums when I was a little kid. And then over time I just started to really fall in love with the idea of like creating full songs on my own. Um, and so as the producer of Believers, if you don't know kind of Jordan and my roles, I'm the producer and then Jordan sings and I'll do some co-writing. And so I started messing around with like an old version of Logic when I was like probably like 10 or 11 and I just remember throwing loops together and trying to make something sound cool. And so after a little while, I started like getting way more into it. And so I eventually got software called Reason for my birthday when I was like 13. And then I just started doing that every day after school. And then eventually when I was 16, um, I got connected with some great people and musicians, and that's how I got connected with Jordan. And then I just started kind of going all in and making Christian EDM. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started.
Yeah, on my end, I always loved music growing up, was always singing in church, um, and started writing when I was maybe like 11, just emailing out these lyrics to everybody in my contact list. Uh, they weren't the best songs, but you know what? It was part of the growth. And then similar to Owen, I just started messing around on GarageBand on my mom's laptop when I was like 14 or 15. And it was like a really old version, posting to SoundCloud and ended up finding a community of people who also were learning, producing, all that. And then I found that my talent was really more on the songwriting side, as Owen talked about. I write and sing for Believers, and that is, yeah. I mean, overall, that's just been something I've really pushed myself in is becoming a better songwriter, and yeah, it's been really great getting to work with a bunch of people, and it all started just GarageBand from my mom's computer to now being able to go out and play shows and do stuff. It's crazy. So.
That's awesome. And to my understanding, do you guys have solo projects outside of Believers? Is that true?
Yeah, so I have a project, well, two projects. One is my more like EDM kind of where I started, it's J Steph. And that's what I started with back in the day. And then I also have a another side project which is a bit more pa it's like a passion project called Jordan Blaine. And that's where it's definitely different from Believer stuff. It's a bit more laid back. But that those would be mine.
Yeah, I have an EDM project called Nitro X. And that is been like a bit of a remix project lately. Just kind of remixing for Christian artists, but also have done just some like originals and stuff on there. And that's how we also got, me and Jay Steph, Nitro X and Jay Steph, the original Wombo combo. So yeah, that was my project.
Awesome. Um, yeah, I guess the next question would be there's this music festival called Living Water coming up that you guys are performing at. Could you explain to the audience kind of what Living Water is and kind of what your set will look like at Living Water?
You got it on.
Sure, yeah. So Living Water is like just a sober Christian rave festival, whatever you kind of want to refer to it as, like an EDM kind of concert. And it's trying to reach the community in Denver. As you know, it's like it can be a very dark, spiritual landscape, I think, in a lot of those EDM scenes and festivals. And so it's really cool what Living Water is able to do as a festival to reach people. And so I'm super stoked about that, it being a great opportunity for people to hear good, clean, great music that's talking about Jesus. So um, yeah, and then we are playing, it's actually our very first time playing live for y'all. So we're really excited about that. And we're excited to see, what the Lord has in store. And there's gonna be some fun surprises. So it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we're really stoked. We're building out our set a lot off of what Capital Kings used to do in terms of how it's gonna look. So that's gonna be kind of a little preview of like what you can kind of expect for our set.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so if anyone watching, if you're in the Denver area on July 25th and 26th, make sure to go check out Believers there, as well as some other amazing Christian EDM artists. Um, yeah, I guess the next thing would be, do you guys have a favorite song that you guys have written, either solo project or Believers?
I would absolutely have to go. Like, it's really easy to say, "Oh, that's the best song I've ever written," or blah blah blah. Or I don't know. I feel like every time I write something, the goal is to top the last thing. But there is one Believer song that is just, to me, it was the coolest process of it getting built, and then it ended up just sounding so cool. And it's our song "More Like You." Um, Pretty much was driving in my car and just had a melody idea. Didn't know what it would turn into, but then I put a few words to it, like da 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 me and more like you, and I just sent it to Owen, and Owen's like, dude, that's that's crazy. Like, how'd you come up with that? And then we ended up like I honed it in a bit more, got the chorus down, sent it over to him, and then he built something crazy awesome through that. It's just very like funky pop, jazz, also with EDM like electronic elements. So I think just the writing of the song, I'm always pushing myself to be, especially with Believers, like how do we not give a I don't know how to put this, but I think it's really easy to write a surface level Christian worship song. Anyone or anybody can do that. But how do you make it creative and fun and sound cool? Like that song, I feel like is the peak of what we're trying to do, at least currently with Believers, is take something like very gospel oriented sanctification. How do we make that something fun, accessible, but also it's like, it's saying something important. When you listen to the lyrics, I think that's been really cool. That song specifically is just like really that's why it's my favorite. I feel like I put so much into the writing and just the melody and everything. It turned out great. Owen crushed the production, and so that would be my favorite. Owen, I don't know about you. What do you think?
Yeah, I just want to touch on that too because this is so funny. When Jordan says like I was like, how'd you come up with that? I was like if you listen to the song, like it is not in like a diatonic, like straight down the line key. It is like modal interchange, and it's like it's crazy. And I was just like, bro, how do you come up with a melody like that? Like outside of like a key, like so many crazy chords. And I'm like, I had to call my friend to figure out what to put under it because it was so dope. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed. And then once I got it, like, oh my gosh, it was just like it was such a. I feel like a unique song. That's what we always kind of get. So I love that song. But for me, I think our song Behind the Scenes is probably my favorite. It's probably one I've cried to and worshiped to the most. Like even just it's my own song, but I still will like absolutely love it. I think I just love what it says so much. And I think Jordan just really did a great job on the writing. Um, and then I mean another way was great too in its own right, I think, because I got to write on it. So I'd put that in number two, but behind the scenes still for me, there's something about it that just it just hits. So
Awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah, I guess my next question would be kind of what's next in either music, maybe life, kind of just what's going on next for believers.
Um, well, first of all, obviously we got this show coming up, which is going to be so fun. Super excited to actually have a band experience together because I am located in Nashville and Owen is located on the west coast of Canada. So we do the majority of our duo stuff from afar. So this is going to be a great opportunity to finally, get to play together and just see how it goes. It's going to be fun. But outside of that, we have a remix EP dropping at the end of the month. So More Like You was the title of our sophomore EP that dropped last year, and it did really well. I just dropped it independently, and so we were like, okay, how can we just I don't know, pay homage to Capital Kings again, and like some people that have gone before us where they've done some remixes of songs just like a full project. So we're like, let's do that. So we have that coming out the end of this month, and then we have maybe one or two more songs the rest of the year that we're working on, and just really excited to see where that leads. Also, we might be dropping some merch, which is going to be a fun adventure as well, getting that finished right now, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Did I miss anything, Owen? Anything else that you think is going on in our world?
I
You
don't
get
think
married
so.
anytime soon?
Yeah, get married soon, and then I'll be in Nashville.
Let's
I don't
go.
know. I don't know. It'll be still a little bit, but I think yeah, we're just trying right now. To I feel like it's cool. We're back at that kind of spot where we were. I feel like at the start, actually, where we're just kind of throwing ideas around again, and are very real and like this is just like oh, I this idea. I'm not really trying that hard, and I think that's what I want to do. Like it's not like I want to be lazy and like not give you guys any music, but I want to not try too hard to be like, all right, you know what I mean? Like let's do like these songs. And, okay, all right, gonna bang this out, and this is done. And no, like that's why we kind of want to do the remix EP as well. Just like have some time to have the freedom to be like, oh yeah, this would be an idea. This came to me. I feel like God gave this to me, or I'm just sitting and playing and worshiping. Oh yeah, this is an idea. Um, so yeah, I think that's where we're at right now in terms of the back end of like things and new music. So definitely can expect some new stuff from us, like Jordan said, at the end of the year as well. And then next year, a lot of new music too, that we're gonna be cooking up this fall after these shows. So
And hopefully more shows at some point.
yes.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up everything. Thank you guys, Jordan and Owen, for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. Yeah, and thank you everyone for watching. And again, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area on July 25th and 26th, make sure, if you can, check out Living Water, with Believers and a bunch of other Christian EDM artists. Yeah, thanks again for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode of the Christian Music Central podcast.